YouTube, my name's Lance and welcome to Bundy Bear's Shed. Well, what's gone on in the last week? Well, wedding anniversary today. Fancy that. Yeah, crikey, 27 I'm told. Had to be cold, so we won't go into that. Yeah, time flies, doesn't it? Yeah, gets away on you. Yeah, Mrs was telling me this morning, you know, when we got married 27 years ago today, yeah, you know, we had to have the vows and all that sort of stuff, and she said when they got to the part for better or for worse, she had no idea I'd get so much worse. I don't know what she means, but anyway. Look, for a wedding anniversary I did the right thing, and yeah, Judy went to work and opened the shop up because I wanted to go to the swap meeting in town. So there was a swap meeting in town, and I've just come home from it a while ago, and it's quite a bit smaller than it was. Yeah, the swap meeting has been a good one in town here, but there's a Mondrian and Barra fishing competition up at Lake Mondrian, which is about 60-70 kilometres away. That's taking people away. There's a engine show at Maryborough, which is an hour away, 100 k's away. That's taking people away, and there's the Rum Festival. Might sneak over there later. For the Bundaberg rum, they have a rum festival every year, and it's great fun. You go along and you sip away on rum all day, and yeah, good to have a driver for that one. Yeah, but look, I'll show you what I bought. While I was at the swap meeting, a lot of people run around looking for car parts now. No, I don't. I'm like all you fellas, I race around looking for tools or handy bits, but I picked this up for $12, and look, it's a bit of 3/4 bar, and it's got a couple of nice square holes in it. A couple of nice square holes broached into it, and I thought, God, that looks bloody handy. I got no idea what it was supposed to be, but I reckon there's a fair chance I could drop that off there and have a short and a long boring bar. You know, if you just want to put a high-speed steel tool in there and grind it to a particular angle. So I thought, well, yeah, that'd take a bit of making. I haven't got the broaches to do that sort of thing, so I thought I'd just grab that. Couple of, I think $12 I ended up paying for that. Paid a couple of bob for a little square. I've never had one on my mill, just a little one just for checking things. Yeah, you know, things as you think they are. This says HMM Limited, made in England. I can't see what else it says there. Just hang on a sec. Now I'm good looking. Looking good anyway. Oh, that's just a patent number. Nothing important there. Another fella had a big box of drills, and this is a 1-inch drill with a 1/2-inch shank. And the edge isn't half bad. Yeah, it probably needs a bit of a sharpen, but not half bad. And he said, $2 you can have that. And so I thought, well, $2 I will have that. Took it home with me. I stumbled across a vernier caliper. It's a 12-inch vernier. Look at, it's in reasonable order. It's got a little bit of surface rust and that on it, but I'm pretty sure I can tidy all that up. And it's got the fine adjust screw and all that. It's yeah, just a little bit of surface. I think with a bit of CRC, that sort of thing on it, and a little bit of steel wool or something like that, I can bring this up pretty nice. But I went for this one just because I don't have anything that big. It's got the outside, the jaws on the outside here for the the tips for measuring inside something. Yeah, look, I just bought it. He wanted $60 and I got him down to, I think we agreed on 50 in the end, but anyway. Not sure that was a particularly good buy, that one, but I didn't have one, and I thought, oh shit, if I went and bought that at Blackwoods or somewhere like that, I'd have to bloody go to see the bank manager on the way and get a second mortgage. So, and another thing I picked up was an 1.5-inch ream, and this 1.5-inch ream, geez, I don't know what they'd be worth new. It's still in the old Warren and Brown box. Warren and Brown Company. They sell TEC, Tech brand stuff, and this 1.5 inches, I'll just check that size. Yeah, 1.5 inches. This 1.5 inches thing was sitting there in the box. I said, "If what do you want for that?" And he says, "Oh, $25 too much." And I said, "No, that'll bloody do." Yeah, and the reason I went for that file there at 1.5 inches is a lot of the tractors, you know, the kingpins coming down the front, you put new bushes in and they're never to size. And, well, not often are they to size anyway. And quite often we have to ream them out to 1.5 inches, or 1.5 inches is a common size anyway. And at the present I have an expandable ream that does it for us. But I thought, well, this would be okay. It's got a bit of an edge on it. The edge will shave a bit off your fingernail, no worries. So that's not too bad, but I'll tuck this away. Next job we do with that, I'm looking for it, I'll get this out and give it a run, but I thought for $25, really, that'd have to do. Yeah. And it's still in the box and everything, so I'll oil it up a little bit and pop it back in the box, and yeah, just be a handy thing. But yeah, there wasn't an awful lot there really. Might probably spend $100 in total or something like that there. Yeah, and a lot of junk as usual. That's how it goes, a great show. My mates at Aussie. Oh, actually, while we're going, McPherson's number 55 catalogue. I see a mate of mine there. He's selling some stuff. He had this McPherson's catalogue. I love these old catalogues. They've got all the old milling cutters in them, and bolts, and yeah, the old Black and Decker stuff. There's the old Maxon lathes. That big one of mine's a Maxon. That's an ad for a 17-inch one. Mine's a 25-inch with plain bearings and a gap bed, mine. But yeah, this was McPherson's. There was another mob, McPherson's. I used to rent a shed that used to be a William Adams shed, and that was something similar. But yeah, they had everything for the man on the land and the engineer, and you know, the heavy industry with your taps and dies and your pipe dies and all that sort of thing. So I like old tools, and I like collecting old tools and playing with old tools. This is probably reckons I'm a bit of an old tool, but anyway, we won't go there. But yeah, I just grabbed these books. He wanted $12.50. I said, "Oh Jesus, Pete, you scabby bastard. I reckon 10 sounds better." And he reckoned I had no concern for his welfare. I didn't, no. But anyway, not to worry. My mates at Aussie. There's a little. That's how you spell it, A-U-S-E-E. I just about bet there are these little Asian fellas running in there, around in there. I'd been looking at these angle blocks for sitting under a piece in the vise. You know, if you want 1 degree, 2 degree, you can just slide it in quickly, slide one of these in under, and away you go. And they done me a deal for $16. There's 2 different sets, but we done a bit of a deal, and I've got from 1/2 degree to 10 degree in those little fellas. And I thought, oh, just handy. I also, last weekend I was telling you about the nut here, the ER40 nut with the ball bearings in the back of it. And they also have the ER32 nut with the ball bearing front in it. And I've used ER32 would be the collar I use most, but now I've got the ER40 set, it'll probably change over. So I bought a couple of nuts to go with my ER32 stuff as well. I just like that idea of the ball bearing in there, and you can lock your collet in, your collet sits in your taper, and then you tighten the nut. You haven't got the collet turning in the nut. So I went for that, and also a couple more inserts rolled in. I get on eBay now and then, and I think if I see an insert that I know I can use and they're $10 or something like that, I'll buy them. So more little inserts. And my friends at Aussie, they should start sponsoring me soon, I'll tell you. This is more angle blocks, and these are the same thing, setting something up in the vise. And it was angle block week, so they go, you've got a 0, like just a parallel with the shoulder, and a larger parallel with the shoulder, and then you go 1/4 degree, 1/2 degree, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 and 40 degree. And so, yeah, same idea. I got them for just propping something in the vise quickly at a certain angle, and it saves me making them. And we're gearing up to. You probably think we are spending a lot of money in Bundy Bear's shed at the moment, and we are, and we're consciously doing that. We're grabbing what we want now before we retire. We have a business in town that gives us a good wage, and once we do pull the pin, it might be a few years away yet, but we thought that while we had the income stream flowing, we'd gear up. So we're buying a lot of stuff for the shed, for Bundy Bear's shed, just because of that, and some of it we won't use right away, that's fine. But while we have income and no time, I don't really have time to sit and make these plates. By the time I go to work and film a bit of a Bundy Bear's shed Kangaroo Stew and get 1 or 2 little projects done, and mow the lawn and do home duties and all that, well, yeah, that's about all the time I have. So it would be nice to make some of these things, and if time allowed I would make them, and it'd be a great bit of fun to do it too. But at the moment we're just buying, and we'll tuck stuff away. We'll buy a bit more storage and tuck it away, so I'll see how we go anyway. Yeah, it'll be a good bit of fun. And I've sort of only just finished tidying up all the collet block, all the tool holders. I'll bring the camera around a bit later on and I'll give you a better look at that. I have got them all tidied up. I have got all the new metric screws in there. Yeah, they've come up nice. I do have to take the time now and set the centre height on each and every tool, and I'll perhaps run through that this weekend if I get a chance to. I'm a bit time poor once more. I've got a bit of a job to do for a friend doing some Fergy 35 axles, and there'll probably be a bit of footage I'll chuck in that with the 35 axles. I made that puller for the TE20s, which is on another video, but when you sit it on a Fergy 35 axle, the stud pattern is exactly the same, but the boss that holds the bearing is 1/2 inch bigger, so there was enough room on the puller plate that I could stick it in the big Maxon over there and take out a piece. So even though the boss is bigger diameter on the Fergy 35X, it's shorter, so that gave me the opportunity to bore it out so the plate sits down on the 35X axle, the axle support, and there's still enough meat there, so when I sit it down over a TE20 Ferguson, I still have probably 100 or 200 there centralising support in there, just to centralise in the puller. So we got that done through the week, and this tidied up, but that's about it. It'll be a fairly short stew. I'll put those bits and pieces on, and that should be it for the week. So anyway, stay tuned. I'll add a few things onto it. And thanks for watching. My subscribers are sneaking up there all the time. On my fuel injection video, which is my most popular by far, by just a country mile, I'm watching it now, and it's not far from 200,000 views, which, yeah, bloody lot, eh? Yeah, look, it'll be a month yet, but yeah, I'm just amazed. I get a lot of comments on that one. I do enjoy doing that, and the little tractor thing. So in the pipeline at the moment, I've got to finish the John Deere front axle, which I'm having trouble getting back to, and I've got axles to do. I've got some for a customer to do and some that we're going to run as an exchange. So anyway, thanks for support over the time, and thanks for looking in every week for a bit of a yarn and a giggle and a chat, and put a comment down there, have a chat. Yeah, that's what it's all about, eh? And we'll catch up with you later, eh? Well, what we're going to do today is I went to do some filming on doing a TE20 rear axle pull with my TE20 puller, and a customer, this fits the TE20 fine, a customer bought me a 35X, and a 35X around this hole here is 1/8 of an inch, 125 thou bigger than the TE20 and the early 35. So the standard 35, the one with the 6 bolts holding the axle flange on, they sit in at 4 1/4 inches for that hole, but the 35X and probably some of the later other 35s are actually 4 1/2 inches. So I've got it set up here. I've zeroed everything. I've got a couple of dial gauges to make allowance for any slop we have in the old Maxon here, and we're going to set it up and yeah, go in. We've got to go in 480 thou, and if we go in 480 thou, that still gives us a register to centralise the TE20 axles. We'll still have about 40 thou there. So anyway, we'll get you set up so you can see the goings on. Right, so we've touched off on the front surface here. We're just going to touch off on the inner surface, and that'll give us a 0 point for the other axis. Just touching off, we'll zero this dial indicator. So we'll do a 50 thou cut for 480 thou deep. So I'm going to feed this by hand. Right, so I suppose before we actually unchuck it, we'll go through the exercise. We have plenty of room in this. We're going to grab an axle and we're going to slide it up the hole. Just make sure. I'm pretty sure we're right, but you never know. Okay, we're going to see if the axle fits in before we go any further. I had to take a little bit of extra cut out. Yeah, I was measuring measuring a bit wrong. But anyway, that's why you check everything before you pull something out. So I'll try and get this up in there. Look at that. That will work fine. If we look around the back, yes, we got a little bit here for each nut. Probably be very close to a full nut on each one, and by the time we have 12 of them, I think that should be alright. Yeah, these blokes down in there, I think that should be okay. Alright, we can call this job finished, and we'll go and yeah, get organised so we can do some axle seals. Well, look at this. This is what I've been doing for the afternoon. I got those screws the other day to put in the top of my quick change tool post holders, so I've done a bit of a run. I've still got one to sort out yet. I've still got quite a few tools without holders in them, so I suppose we'll just chug along and buy a few as we go. Got another boring bar one up there to sort out. But yeah, got the little diamond tool holder, those next two threading inserts, 3 different types of parting blades, these fellas here, they're for putting radiuses on before you push a bearing up onto a shaft, so you can get a radius, nice smooth edge, so you don't have a break point on a sharp edge. Then just 10 MGs and a few boring bars. So there you go, getting a bit of a collection happening. I suppose probably find a few more before we're finished. Just thought I'd show you that after all my afternoon's effort. Must be getting very close to beer time.